everyone, welcome to another music reaction video. I'm Nethercloud, and today we're going to be checking out Hedonist by Jinjer, but we're going to be looking at Tatiana's one-take vocal playthrough video. We went through all of the songs that came out with videos when the album released a little while back, and since then I've listened to that album many times, usually in the background while I'm streaming or doing other stuff. Sometimes I sat down and just listened to songs, but I've definitely heard this song before. That being said, I'm not on, memorized every detail level with it, but I just absolutely love the way Tatiana performs on these one-take vocal playthroughs. When I was in the hospital, I was watching a lot of reaction video content, basically to Tatiana's performances. Pisces, everybody knows, Judgment and Punishment, the one-take vocal playthrough, Teacher, like everything that I could get my eyes and ears on that was reaction content, because I always loved those songs. And my initial reaction to those songs was just like, holy, oh my, yeah, just, absolutely out of my mind for it. So to watch other people react and see their emotions, it was something that I really enjoyed doing while I was stuck in a hospital bed. I don't know, it kind of got me through a lot of hard times. And then when I started getting healthy enough to do content again, I was like, maybe I should try my hand at doing some reaction videos. I really enjoyed watching the reactions to some of my favorite artists. Like I said, a lot of which was just watching reactions to Tatiana and Jinjer in general. So I started doing it. So it's been amazing that their new content happened after I started doing that and I was able to react to it. So we're going to do this one as well. I'm always impressed with everything they do, even when it's a song I've already heard. You know what I mean? So I guess we're going to get into it. If you guys like what you're seeing, like what you're experiencing, please hit me with the like and subscribe. Maybe throw a comment down there. Let me know what other stuff I should check out. I've got a few other Tatiana Jinjer type things that I want to check out. Some of her like guest appearances with other bands and stuff. So we'll have more of that coming randomly as we do things. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, guys. Just so much good music out there, and thank you all for telling me. So I guess let's get into this.
Joy in grand refusal of all the pleasures, right and wrong. I crave all pleasures, mine is pain. Let's have it my way, let it be no better, okay. Drowning in wine.
So again, reaction videos, right? We gotta stop and go a little bit here. When I was watching the reactions to Judgment and Punishment, a lot of the vocal coaches and people that were well-versed in technique and stuff like that talked about seeing how effortlessly she's doing this, and like she's doing it and she's very comfortable. And that's something I'm noticing right off the bat. She's not straining for anything. She's not like, she's comfortable. She's there. She's not pushing for something she can't get to. And she sounds amazing and perfect. I mean, I guess perfect is a word that you shouldn't use for anybody, but Tatiana is at the top of my list as far as vocalist goes. I'm fairly certain she occupies the first place as far as vocalists in my mind. I'm struggling to think of anybody else that actually compares to her. I know there's a lot of good vocalists out there. My ADHD brain sometimes, focuses only what's on in front of it. So maybe there's other people that are right up there with her. I'm sure there is in the catalog of music I listen to, but I would say she's my number one vocalist, all-time favorite. If you want to prove me wrong, do it in the comments. Send some other stuff my way. I'd love to check some stuff out of any genre, variety, whatever. Let me make sure I don't screw up and accidentally stop the recording. Okay. Yeah, let's start from where her vocals come in.
Point and postpone joy in grand refusal of all the pleasures, right and wrong. I crave all pleasures, mine is pain. Let's have
that little bit of like grit she puts on those syllables to like drive a point home, just so amazing. And she enunciates so well. Her mouth just like opens just the right way. She doesn't let her tongue or her lips or her teeth get in her way. Like she's not screwing up in any way, shape, or form. God, that's not how I want to put this. I really wish I was more eloquent with vocal techniques and stuff. I'm just a guy who really likes music. I played a lot of music in my life. I produced a bunch of music, but I was in the self-taught school. You know, I know how to talk to someone who I'm playing with and get on the same page, but I don't know any of the technical terms for things. I'm that guy that's like, hey, can you do a ba-da-da-da-da-da-da? You know, and I mouth some noise and someone's like, oh, you mean like this? And be like, yeah, but heavier. And then like backwards. And just that nonsensical musician talk that a lot of you guys out there probably know, where you're just like, you don't have any classical training into something. You don't know all of the technical terms, but you know how to communicate to the other players in the band or to the artist that's performing. God, I sound like an idiot. Dear God. Okay. No. Let's not get into self-deprecating thoughts here. She's amazing is what I'm trying to say. And she's doing it in a way that just, she makes it look effortless, which is what a good vocalist, performer, artist of any kind does. Like, they spend their whole life training and working to make it look effortless.
Yes, I crave all the thrill. Life is so momentary. Love is so brief. I bask in delight. My opulence, my gift. Let it be no pain. Let it be no pain. Obliviously from dawn till sunset. Just intellects and peace. I feast on all of that. Awakening brings hunger. Desire so intense. Unquenchable thirst of pleasures minus pain.
Deprivation in exchange for immortality, or unlimited resources of ecstasy and can.
The seamless transition between the melodic and the brutal. When you're in the studio, you know, it's like if you listen to a studio recording, it's like, oh, okay, so like she did the melodics and then she went back and did the brutals, they layered, they did takes until they got what they want. You know, it's easy to see like, oh, okay, so yeah, they chopped it together the right way. It's great takes of all the stuff. But to see someone do it live, one take, where it is that seamless, that's like what made me fall in love with Tatiana and Jinjer. It's not a lot of people can do that. There's very few people who can do both back to back seamlessly without hurting themselves and keep consistent. You know, there are so many artists out there who can do both, but one gets compromised when they play live. You know, somebody else does the brutals, or like they pick and choose which parts they do the different styles over. But Tatiana can literally do exactly what's on the record live. I mean, obviously there's some stuff that they record where they multi-layer like harmonies and stuff like that. You can't have two voices. I mean, maybe she can. Is she that otherworldly? I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. I want to back up to the transition into the brutals. And again, she looks like she's doing it effortlessly. Not just is it a seamless transition from the melodics to the brutals, nothing changes in like her muscles and her face. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm singing easily and then I'm straining so hard to, no, it's just all of it. She's well composed, good posture, her neck muscles, her cheek muscles, the way she moves her mouth. Like, I mean, obviously her expressions change as the feeling and tone of what she's doing changes, but it doesn't look like it's any more or less difficult for her as a vocalist to do either style. So amazing.
Deprivation in exchange for immortality, or unlimited resources of ecstasy, and kill the fear of death and God. But I am far from standing next to decide. I'm not a theorist, I'm an expert in the science of vegetation. I'm a stranger to restrictions and my purpose to existence. Yesterday's all the delicacy of life. The kind of...
Not to mention the fact that there is not a lot of room for her to breathe. Like, there is a lot of vocals there. Like, the singing straight into the brutals with very little, like, it's not like a line, stop. A line, stop. It is very just hit you, hit you, hit you, hit you. She got a little chance to take a breath there between where the brutal part starts and the next singing part is coming in, but she's going the whole time and without missing a beat, without missing a note. And you can see that she's, without making it look difficult, she's using all of like the correct technique. Again, I am not well versed in what all these things are called, but when I look at her, I can see someone who is a professional. She knows what she's doing. She's talked in interviews about how she just does it. Like, everybody thinks she's classically trained. I would guess that by now she's had some involvement with coaches and stuff like that, but I'm not 100% sure. But I have seen her in interviews talk about, like, I just did it. I just decided I wanted to do that, and I worked at it until I could do it. And so, like, in that regard, like, woman after my own heart type of thing, you know, like, it's just impressive when you see someone at this level who's put in the work and time, and it's just mind-blowing. She's just phenomenal. And the way she does the aggressive parts, there are aggressive vocals that I love and aggressive vocals that I hate. She does the style of aggressive vocals that I'm like, hell yeah. There are definitely like aggressive vocal bands where I'm like, God, it's just too much. It's just too much. I love the aggressive, angry, hard, brutal stuff, but this is just not it. I never feel that way when she's doing hers. She's always like, she enunciates even through the growling. It's one of those things where when people talk about how could you listen to the Cookie Monster style metal vocals? You can't understand what they're saying. Listen to Tatiana. You can hear and understand every word she's saying. If you're not, it's because you're not paying attention.
Of death and God, but I am far from standing next to decide. I'm not a theorist, I'm an expert in the science of vegetation. I'm a stranger to restrictions and my purpose to existence. Yesterday's all the delicacy of life.
The kind of happiness, of pleasure, quintessence, bottomless delight is a nature human right, of pleasure, quintessence. Forget a consequence, deterrent as an enemy of life. My God, I reveal, but the hunger remains beyond the thrill. My own existence
for something new, but the margins never close.
So good.
Blessing. Ground curse.
She's so present without making it look strained or like she's struggling. She is present in the moment. She is there. And I think that's something that is very important when you're trying to perform at a high level at no matter what you are. You are there in the moment. You're not thinking about the groceries you need to get later. You're not thinking about what people are judging you for. You're there. You're in the moment. You're in the song. You're doing the thing. It's so easy to like let your mind wander outside, to even think like, what do I look like to the people watching me? What did I forget to do with my morning routine? Like, from the most mundane, basic thing to the existential crisis level, it's easy for your mind to wander. But if you train yourself to be present in the moment and remove all distractions, that's when you can really shine. At least that's what I believe. And you can tell that she's doing that. She's not off in some fantasy land. She's not even trying to perform for the camera. She is there in the moment. She is in the song. She is doing her. And that's beautiful. Like, that's an absolutely beautiful thing to witness. Now, I'm not going to get too into the lyrics and like the meaning and all that stuff, because we've all heard the song. Like, we're here to check out the one take vocal and comment on that stuff. But as always, she's very brilliant in the things that she writes as well. It's not just words coming out or about nothing. Sit down, read Tatiana's lyrics, listen to what she has to say. She's a very intelligent woman, has a lot of really good takes on things, and it's just next level. I'm going to gush. Every time we watch anything that has Tatiana in it, I'm going to wind up gushing. She is head and shoulders above the rest as far as talent, in my opinion, and there's nothing that she could do that would be bad. I'm trying to think of how to end that sentence. Like, I don't know how to end videos, guys. I just ramble until I'm like, okay, I don't make sense anymore. So we'll end it there. She's amazing. You guys are amazing for watching and staying to the end. I appreciate you all. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Be well.